Imagine a world where one empire's collapse rewrote the map of Europe overnight. In 1991, the mighty Soviet Union, a superpower feared and respected for decades, began to crumble from within. The red flag that once flew over half of Europe was about to fall forever. But what really caused this giant to collapse? Stay with me, because the story you're about to hear isn't just about the fall of a nation. It's about the rebirth of an entire continent. Don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling stories that shaped our world. For nearly 70 years, the Soviet Union ruled with iron control a massive empire stretching from Eastern Europe to Asia. But behind its powerful image, cracks were forming. The Cold War had drained its economy. The people were hungry for freedom, and its leader, Mikhail Gorbachev, introduced two risky ideas: glasnost, openness, and perestroika, restructuring. They were meant to save the Soviet system, but instead they lit the fuse of rebellion. In Poland, in East Germany, in Czechoslovakia, the people rose. One by one, communist governments fell like dominoes. The Iron Curtain that divided Europe for decades began to tear. And then, in 1989, the impossible happened. The Berlin Wall came down. Families reunited. Freedom swept across Eastern Europe. But for the Soviet Union, it was the beginning of the end. By 1991, republics within the USSR demanded independence. Ukraine, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia all wanted out. Even Russia itself turned against the old system. Moscow was shaken by protests, soldiers refused orders, and the empire that once terrified the world simply fell apart. On December 25, 1991, Gorbachev resigned as president. The Soviet flag was lowered over the Kremlin for the last time, and just like that, a superpower vanished. The Cold War was over. Europe was free, but uncertain. From the ashes of the Soviet collapse rose new nations, new freedoms, and a new Europe. It was the end of an era and the beginning of another. History reminds us that even the mightiest empires can crumble from within. So what lessons does Europe carry today from the fall of the Red Empire? Tell me what you think. Was the fall of the Soviet Union a victory for freedom, or a warning for the future? Subscribe now for more thrilling stories that change the course of history.